All right, so hey, this is Abner J3 here with the AJ3 Report. I have Miss Benaisha Poole Watson on today. I get a chance to interview her. She's a realtor, a bank owner, and a real estate investor. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, and thanks for coming on. And like I said, you do a plethora of things. Just want to put those three out there.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome. So the first question would be, what inspired you to open your own bank?
So, what inspired me to open my own bank is that I wanted to change the narrative for our community. There are so many people who are not able to qualify for homes. We are the biggest of all the minority groups with the biggest disparity. 50% of our homeowners or our aspiring homeowners are denied for loans, different reasons. It could be credit, it could be other reasons we're not setting up our financial fingerprint the right way. Maybe we didn't set up our businesses the right way so we can be able to utilize that money as income. So I just saw the big disparity and I just wanted to do something about it. So that's why I started my own bank.
All right, and what's the name of the bank?
It's called Prime One Lending Group, and it is a nationwide bank. Right now, it is servicing mortgage loans for residential and commercial real estate. So I can fund up to 650 million on anything in the space of real estate sales and, commercial real estate as well.
All right, it's good to hear. And as a business owner, what are your top three priorities?
So my top three priorities is to ensure that we are not left behind. That's number one, our community, the African American community, and the Hispanic community, making sure that we are not at the bottom of the barrel. That's number one. The second reason is just, to show people that it can be done. That's the second reason. People who look like me, who come from where I come from, who come from the typical urban neighborhoods, they don't see business owners in this capacity. They've never met a bank owner. I know I haven't met a bank owner before. So just to inspire and show people that it can be done. And of course, to serve the community, to make sure that we have the same opportunities that everybody else has. And to do it in a space where we're keeping our money in the community.
All right, great answer. And the next question is, what makes your bank different from your competition?
Sure. So first of all, I'm a woman-owned, veteran-owned establishment. That sets the bar. Within 6 months, I was promoted to the National Mortgage Alliance's board of directors as a woman. So I sit on the board as the only Black female in that capacity, speaking for the Black voices. And so when you're able to touch someone who sits on a board, so I'm behind the walls and the doors when decisions are being made in the space of mortgage, whether it's guidelines, regulations, whether it's things that could be changed or made better, whether we're talking about best practices, most people don't have access to that. So, to do business with somebody who is in the trenches for the community, that sets the bar and that sets the standard. Also, I have lived over 1,000 different loan programs that I offer. I'm not a broker, I'm a direct lender. So what that means is that I give all the funds out myself. It comes from my own space. I'm not going out there and shopping around. I am the bank. So a broker will go out there and try to find a bank to do deals with. I am already the foundation. I'm what people are looking for to do business with. Brokers don't have any money. They're just a liaison, right, in the middle of the transaction. I am the space where everything happens. So all the underwriters, all the processors, and everyone looks like me. They're minorities that I have employed. And it's also setting the foundation for just establishing that better connection with the community and the borrowers.
Okay, sounds good. And the next question is, what is your opinion of smart homes in the future? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Did you need me to repeat the question?
Yep. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Perfect.
Okay, so what is your opinion of smart homes in the future?
Well, I think that we are a technology-driven society. I think back in the day, people had already knew that we will be using our phones for so many unique things, and now it's a way of life, right? So if we don't move in the direction of the times, we'll be left behind. So incorporating smart products into your home is going to make your life easier. Like even right now, I'm going to be the face of a product for Airbnbs, and that product is technology-driven, and it will eliminate having to have a host in an Airbnb, meaning a person or paperwork or booklet. It's eliminating all of that, and it's just going to be housed in this like an iPad size platform. And
Okay.
so that's going to create a whole smart environment for the Airbnb. So that's where we're going. We have to keep up with the times, otherwise we'll be left behind.
Okay. Yeah, I have the Nest thermostat and the smart light, so I do like them in that. So definitely a
Yeah,
way feature. And I know probably the
absolutely.
Airbnb, you probably have like the smart door locks and stuff too.
Yep. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. So one of the best inventions ever.
Absolutely.
Yes. So the next one would be, what advice would you give to anyone who is thinking of purchasing a home in this current market, and what are the best loans available?
Sure. The best advice I can give is do not run before you walk. Do your research. You don't have to buy a home because everybody says buy a home, because YouTube says buy a home, because Instagram says buy a home. Buy a home because you are ready to make this leap in this journey. Make sure that your credit score is up to standard. The standard for home ownership is going to be 620 and above. I can do a FHA loan for 580. That's one of the loan programs that goes down a little bit in reference to the below the standard. But anything below a 580 is not going to get you into home ownership. So you have to get your credit in order. The second thing is that you have to have your financials in order. Make sure that your business is making money. Make sure that that you are, whatever job that you're doing, whether it's a W-2 employee or a 1099 contractor, make sure that you're consistently making money. And that consistency will show the bank that you're able to pay your bills. If you make one number one month and you make less than that the next month, they're going to take an average. So, what you put in your account and what you make is going to determine how much you can qualify for. So you want to be able to qualify for your highest potential. So that's why you need to get all of your numbers in order, whether that's your business. If you're in a business situation, you have to have at least 2 years. People don't know that. You have to be in business for 2 years to qualify that income. Even if your business was making $1 million the first year, it's not qualifiable unless you have met the standard. So just make sure you're doing your homework on what that standard is. Talk to your local real estate agent, get with the bank. You can call me anytime. I can prep you or have one of my loan officers prep you for what you need in order to cross the finish line and the things that you want to accomplish. So just doing your research and being diligent with it is going to help people achieve home ownership.
Okay. Yeah, I bought my first house, a townhouse, 5 years ago, man. It was a headache. It's a long process.
Yeah.
And they want to know everything. Like I used to put money
They
up.
want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I get paid,
So
I
it's
put
like
this.
people think it's easy. They're gonna dig in your crate. They're gonna
Yeah.
want to know what you're doing and how you're doing it and how you're gonna be able to sustain this for 30 years. And guess what? Pay me back because I'm loaning it to you. So
Yeah.
it's not gonna be an easy process. It's gonna be very stressful, but it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. So I get paid. I have to put this money up aside. They want to know that because I didn't like all that money in my account because I see it and I'm gonna want to spend it. So I put the money up, but I got to see this money. I got to see this. Like, man, they want to know everything, man.
Yep. And another thing about that too is like when you have money and you're not like for instance, let's just say we don't want to deal with the bank, or let's just say I made a lump sum and I just put it in my drawer. Like you can't do that when you're going to a bank to show, okay, yeah, I have a bag full of whatever, but it needs to be in a bank account. It has to be seasoned and it has to be sitting in there for a certain period of time in order for it to be qualifiable income, because the bank wants to make sure that this is not illegal or immoral money or something that is going to cause a problem later. So that's why they ask for it to be seasoned and they want to see it in there and they want to just connect all the dots, because at the end of the day, you're at risk if I can't get my money back. So that really is truly the keys to the process. If you think like that, then it makes it more understandable. Not that they don't want to have they don't want you to own a home. It's just the process.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, like I say, it was legal money, just that I just put my money up. I sometimes would pay my rent in advance when I had my apartment and stuff like that. So if I got this, the car come up, this, that, let me put this money up, and I know in my account I got this spending money, that travel, entertainment, whatever,
Yep.
in that. But yeah, it was a
Yep.
headache. But at least they got you, someone like you who's good at what they do and one of the best in the elite.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so I got those out the way. So I always like to do 5 questions about what you're doing, like some 5 personal questions, some fun ones. So these shouldn't take long. So the next
Okay.
question after that should be, what should every woman try at least once in her life?
Every woman should go on vacation by themselves. Try it. Just go. Just pick a location. Just pick a city and just go experience. You can meet people there, of course, in a safe and fashionable manner. But, just go out there and live life. Don't be scared.
Okay, great answer. And what's the best gift anyone's ever given you?
The best gift that anyone has ever given me is love. And that was my mother. Like, she started a foundation of just a loving environment, a loving space, and just showing me that I am something and I can become something. That built the foundation of who I am. And that's the best gift that you can give somebody.
Yeah, courage and motivation. Can't beat it.
Yes.
Yes. And the next one, what invention doesn't get a lot of love but has greatly improved the world?
Ooh, that doesn't get a lot of love, but greatly improved the world. I think what is it? What's the question?
Okay, what invention doesn't get a lot of love but has greatly improved the world?
I'm in a car right now, so I'm gonna say the steering wheel. Nobody ever talks about the steering wheel. It's like, if without this steering wheel, we can't move. So we talk about the car, we talk about the phone, but let's get specific. I don't think the steering wheel gets enough love.
Okay. One of mine would be the rear view camera in the car. I don't really look no more like I used to, but the rear view camera is one of the best inventions of all time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you could make one change in your life, no matter how impossible it seems, what would that change be?
If I could make one change in my life, what would it be?
Yeah, no matter how impossible it seems, what would it be?
Shoot, I would add an extra hour to the day. I'm busy. If I could add one extra hour just for me, I'll be okay. I just want to be able to serve and help as many people. And when it booked, like, I literally start my day at like 6 in the morning, and because I have people who work on the East and the West Coast, and then it's like by, let's just say, midnight, I'm starting to wind down. That's when I get a chance to like get into my own space. Like, maybe I want to catch up on Netflix or something like that. So if I could get that one extra hour, that would probably help me.
Yeah, that's good. It seems like when you get off like Friday, 5 or 6, seem like it's Monday in like 12 hours.
Right, exactly.
But the week takes forever to go by. The weekend flies. And the last one would be, if you could go back to one historical event to witness it, what would it be and why?
Wow. So I would probably engage in some form of fashion with Martin Luther King.
Ain't beat that.
Yeah.
Great answer. Okay, and also too, what I asked everyone, how can everyone keep in contact with you on social media?
Absolutely. So you can follow me on Instagram. It's my first name, B as in boy, ENAISHA __.
And that's on all platforms?
All platforms.
Okay, is there a website you like to share?
Sure, it's my first last name, BenaishaPooleWatson.com.
Okay, and what about the bank one? All that's on
the
there.
Bank. Yep. If you go to my website, you'll be able to find my bank and all my social medias.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time today. Happy we was able to make it happen. But thank you and everything. And that. It. Oh, you're welcome anytime. And thanks. Tell Bentley thanks for everything he has done for me.
I will. I appreciate you. You have a good day.
All right, you too. Enjoy your weekend.
Okay.